Group C of the WAFCON is shaping nicely because after we've played 2 match weeks, this is the group standings with South Africa on top 4 points, Mali second place 4 points, Tanzania third place with a point, then Ghana bottom of the group with 1 point. But in this group, none of the teams have been eliminated yet because it's still possible for any of the 4 teams to qualify. And mathematically, it's still possible for any of the 4 teams to also be eliminated as of now, even though it's possible by the time we get to the match day, South Africa or Mali could have qualified, possibly. But as of now, as I'm recording, it's still possible that any of the 4 teams in this group can get eliminated. So I think it brings a lot of interesting facts from this group. But let me give you my deep analysis related to this group.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So we saw match day 2 with Tanzania holding Mali to a 1-1 draw. And for me, this game was a clear picture of the WAFCON has really grown. Women's football has grown because Tanzania came all out to give South Africa a run for their money. They didn't look like they were the team who were playing the WAFCON for the first time since 2010, and South Africa were the defending champions because they came all out, especially welcoming the return of their captain Opa Clement into the team, starting her first game at this competition, and even scored the goal that gave them the lead in this game. I think it was a wonderful start for Tanzania. They played without fear and fully confident and believing themselves, and they played so well. But I think if you also think that South Africa didn't win this game against Tanzania simply because of a goalkeeper change, then personally I think you are out of touch with reality because watching South Africa at this WAFCON, I said it in my first video, they've not really been able to convince on the field of play. How the game goes is different sometimes from the results because you cannot play so good and still get the results. And I think that's what South Africa have been doing so far at this tournament. They haven't been so convincing, but they get the results. And it's a two sideway thing, whether you want to play good and get the results, or you want to just get the results anyway, whether you play good or not. For now, it's working for them. It could work out the way, but who knows? But on the day itself, I believe Tanzania really gave their true best of themselves in the game. And even when they got a red card in the game, even before that, they could have even gotten a second goal. That's Tanzania to make the game 2-0 before South Africa equalized through Mbane. But for me, even after Tanzania got a red card, they were still able to play their football, still able to create the chances, which tells a bit of not that I'm really criticizing South Africa, but because they are the defending champions and there was a lot of expectation on them, the team feels a bit of not really picking to their very best. And for me personally, I think it might also earn from the fact that this team has 15 players. 15 players. Let me. I want to do the percentage. 15 players from this team played in the last WAFCON who won it. So I want to get a percentage of. I'm calculating on my phone here. I want to get a percentage of players who were repeated from. So I think is it 23 or 26? I think it's 23. If it's 23, then we have 65% of this team were at the last edition. If it's 26, I don't think it's 26, or is it 21? If it's 21, then we have 71% of the players who are in this team played at the last WAFCON and won it. If it is 23, then it's 65%. So that's a big percentage of players, and most of these players are also in the starting 11. So, and we have players who have won everything essentially, and the zeal, the hunger. I'm not doubting their intents to want to win it, but then sometimes when you've not won something before and you've won it before, the approach your approach towards them is different. Even from a natural sense of view, it's always different when you're approaching something you don't have as against something that you've had before. It's always different. So I think maybe that could be one of the reasons why. So moving forward, maybe looking at approaches to rebuild a new banana by bringing in young and hungry players and also mixing up with some of the old and experienced players, because this is always the winning formula for most things. But then again, I think Mbane has has been the standout with South Africa for me this tournament so far. Again, she had a good game against Tanzania and even scored the goal. A few times where she won 1v1 challenges and even scored the goal to give South Africa the draw in this game, which I think was excellent for me. Then we go to the other game in this group, Ghana against Mali. So it was a game where Ghana, again, they started very well, scored very early in the game, which at a point you would think they were going to win the game by 3-0, 4-0, because after getting that goal, they were creating the chances. Ghana's attack were literally the dominant side in those early minutes. There was crosses coming from the right hand side. I think the winger on the right hand side was delivering a lot of crosses for Ghana. At a point, they got an empty net to score again, just as against South Africa, and missed it. At another point, they got sort of a 1v1, not necessarily a 1v1, but then it was almost like a 1v1 and missed it. So they had a lot of chances to get 2 or 3 more goals, missed them. And in the end, it was another mistake, another error from the defender, the captain of the team, who made an error in trying to clear the ball. She mistimed her clearance, and then Mali got the equalizer. And suddenly it puts Ghana in a very dangerous position in this group, because after 2 match weeks, this is the group standings. South Africa on top with 4, Mali second place with 4, Tanzania third with 1, and then Ghana fourth with 1. So going into the last game, South Africa against Mali, whoever wins it will top the group. And I think that has not been a debate. Whether South Africa will finally find themselves and get into their elements to win this game, it's one way to see. Mali, who have not had a bad tournament at all, I think they've surprised quite a lot. Many people in this competition, especially given that they had been inconsistent for quite a long while, inactive for quite a long while. They've assembled the team together and then been able to cause this much stir in this group. If they can get the results against South Africa, at least get a win, and that will put them through to the next round. But then if they get a draw, and that will put both of them first and second. So a draw simply will qualify the two teams first and second. And for me, this game, I don't think there's a lot to look up to as compared to the other game, which is Ghana playing against Tanzania, because both of them have 1 point each, and whoever wins it potentially goes to the next round. So it's everything to play for. I don't think any of the teams here will be coming out to give nothing but their best, because this is the last opportunity both countries will be having, and this is a game I personally will be traveling over 9 hours to go and watch it, because I can't miss this one. Tanzania against Ghana. Whoever wins it will be going to the next round of the WAFCON. But who do you think is going to make it out of this group? We have South Africa, Mali, Tanzania, and Ghana. As I mentioned, potentially, as of recording this video, any of the 4 teams can be eliminated, and any of them can qualify. But it's possible by the time we get to the match day, South Africa and Mali could have qualified already, and then it's up to Ghana and Tanzania to potentially pick up 1 more spot in this group. But let me know which 2 teams or potentially 3 teams you think will make it out of this group.